I visited the Arizona-Senora Desert Museum on the outskirts of Tucson, Arizona on a fairly hot day in mid-June. I will say that one of the best parts of my visit was the drive there. It is in the Tucson National Park and right next to the Saguaro National Park, so the desert landscape is spectacular. I grew up in Arizona, so I've seen my fair share of saguaro cacti. However, this area has a dense concentration of them, which makes it more striking. I arrived at 8:30 a.m., a little later than I planned because I knew it would be hot that day. I found the museum to be part museum, part zoo, part desert botanical garden, and part bird sanctuary. Some of the paths are cement, some paved, and some gravel. The paths are quite picturesque though, with shaded areas created for resting. There are markers and plaques to identify what you are seeing. Let's start with the garden aspect of the park. There are numerous specimens of cacti along the paths, which seem lusher and prettier than you would typically see in the natural desert. Here are some very quick images of some of the cactus in the park. Prickly pear, saguaro, cholla, acatillo, bujum, Joshua tree, and euphorbia. The park also included some habitats where you could see desert animals. On the morning I was there, I saw mountain lion, fox, bighorn sheep, coyote, and some very active Mexican gray wolves. They had a little choreography going on and looked like they were getting their morning exercise. There are two sanctuaries, a hummingbird sanctuary and a bird sanctuary. Unfortunately, since it was a hot morning, I didn't see any birds. At 7:30 a.m., you can go on a free birding tour with a docent. I assume that is the time to go, since perhaps it was too hot to see the birds by the time I went. Other times of the year, I'm sure, are better. There were a couple indoor exhibits. One consisted of dioramas, which I found less interesting, and one that was filled with aquariums. The kids seemed to really enjoy the fish. There are a couple places to eat on the grounds, a restaurant that doesn't open until 11 a.m., and a coffee snack bar. There are also two gift shops full of desert paraphernalia. I would suggest visiting in the spring when the desert is in full bloom. I bet it is extraordinary then. For senior visitors, please know that the area is somewhat hilly with some unpaved paths. Their website states they are working on their accessibility, so for those with mobility issues, I would suggest calling first to see if a visit works for you. To follow more of my senior and solo travel journeys, please like and subscribe at Senior Solo Travel. Cheers!